Hello everybody! If you want to read all this story's short content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 749, The Lost Wallet. Intermediate. On a wet Tuesday evening, Martin left his office later than usual. The city centre was busy with people rushing for buses and cars, pushing through slow traffic. Martin was tired and hungry, and his thoughts were fixed on a hot meal and a quiet night. As he crossed the square, his phone buzzed with a message. He stopped for a moment, checked the screen, and then slipped the phone back into his pocket. That was when he felt it. His back pocket was lighter than it should have been. His wallet was gone. Panic rose in his chest. Inside the wallet were his bank cards, his driving license, and a small photo of his late father. He searched the ground around him, scanning the wet stones, but there was nothing. People brushed past him, too busy to notice his worry. Martin retraced his steps, walking back towards the office. He checked every bench, every low wall, and even the steps outside nearby shops. After 20 minutes, his hope began to fade. He imagined long phone calls, cancelled cards, and weeks of stress. Just as he was about to give up, he noticed a woman standing near a street food stall. She was holding a brown leather wallet and looking around as if she was waiting for someone. Martin hesitated, then stepped closer. "Excuse me," he said, trying to keep his voice calm. "The wallet you are holding, where did you find it?" The woman smiled with relief. "On the ground near the square. I was hoping the owner would come back." Martin let out a long breath. "It's mine. Thank you. I thought it was gone forever." She handed it to him. Everything was inside, untouched. Martin felt a wave of gratitude wash over him. He offered her some money as a reward, but she shook her head. "No need," she said. "I would want someone to do the same for me." They stood in silence for a moment, watching steam rise from the food stall. Martin realized how close he had been to losing something important, not just the wallet, but the photo that could never be replaced. "I really appreciate this," he said. "You have no idea." She nodded and wished him a good evening before disappearing into the crowd. On his way back, Martin stopped at a small cafe instead of rushing past. He ordered a simple meal and sat by the window. As he ate, he thought about the kindness of a stranger and how easily the day could have ended differently. When he finally reached his place later that night, he placed the wallet carefully on the table. He took out the photo of his father and smiled. The evening had begun with stress and fear, but it ended with calm and a renewed faith in people. Martin went to bed feeling lighter than he had all day, grateful not just for what he had kept, but for what he had learned. Vocabulary notes. Retrace his steps. Meaning, to go back the same way you came, usually to find something that was lost or to remember what happened. Example. Martin retraced his steps, walking back towards the office. Explanation. When Martin realizes his wallet is missing, he walks back along his earlier route, hoping to find it. This phrase is often used in situations involving lost items or missing information. Similar words and phrases. Go back the same way. Backtrack. Return along the route. Panic rose in his chest, meaning a strong feeling of fear or anxiety that suddenly increases. Example, panic rose in his chest. Explanation. This is a descriptive phrase that shows how fear feels physical, not just emotional. It helps the reader imagine Martin's stress. Similar words and phrases. Sudden fear. Anxiety increased. Alarm grew. Untouched, meaning not changed, damaged, or interfered with. Example, everything was inside untouched. Explanation, the wallet had not been opened or used. This word is often used to describe objects that remain exactly the same as before. Similar words and phrases, unchanged, unused, as it was. A wave of gratitude, meaning a strong and sudden feeling of thankfulness. Example, Martin felt a wave of gratitude wash over him. Explanation, this phrase compares gratitude to a physical wave, helping the reader understand how powerful the feeling is. Similar words and phrases, deep thankfulness, strong appreciation, sudden relief and thanks. Renewed faith, meaning a restored belief or confidence, especially after doubt. Example, the evening had begun with stress and fear, but it ended with calm and a renewed faith in people. Explanation, Martin feels hopeful again because of a stranger's kindness. The word renewed suggests that his faith existed before but had weakened. Similar words and phrases, restored belief, new confidence, fresh trust. Story written by ChatGPT, image created by ChatGPT. To read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.